Welcome, dear viewers, to yet another journey into the annals of horror. I'm your guide, Victor Ravenswood, and today we venture into the heart of America's most perplexing and haunting unsolved crime, the Villisca Axe Murders. Gather round as we unravel the chilling details of this macabre tale, etched in the dark history of Villisca, Iowa. Picture it, Villisca, a quaint, sleepy town in Iowa where everyone knows everyone else. It was a place of simple joys and close-knit communities where the thought of violence was but a distant nightmare. That tranquility was shattered on a warm summer's night in June of 1912. The Moore family, well known and well liked, lived in a modest white frame house. Josiah Moore, a successful businessman, his wife Sarah and their 4 children, Herman, Catherine, Boyd, and Paul, were the epitome of small-town charm. On the night of June 9th, the Moores attended a local church event, accompanied by 2 of Catherine's friends, Lena and Ina Stillinger. The evening was filled with laughter and fellowship as they participated in the church's Children's Day program. Little did they know, this night of community and joy would be their last. As the clock struck midnight, the Moores and the Stillinger sisters retired to the comfort of their home. The house fell silent, enveloped in the stillness of the rural night. But lurking in the shadows was an unknown assailant, a figure whose malevolence would forever alter the fabric of Villisca. In the early hours of June 10th, under the cover of darkness, this mysterious figure entered the Moore residence. The details of the entry remained shrouded in mystery. Some speculated door was left unlocked. Others believed the intruder hid within the house, lying in wait. What is known is that this intruder brought with him an instrument of unspeakable horror, an axe. With a brutality that defies comprehension, the murderer began his grim task. One by one, the occupants of the house were bludgeoned to death in their beds. The victims, asleep and unsuspecting, were given no chance to defend themselves against the ferocity of the attack. Josiah Moore was struck with such force that his eyes were missing when his body was discovered. Sarah, his beloved wife, met a similarly gruesome fate. The children, innocent and defenseless, were slaughtered in their sleep. Lena Stillinger, the eldest of the visiting sisters, was found in a pose that suggested she may have awoken and attempted to defend herself, but to no avail. The scene was discovered the next morning by a concerned neighbor, Mary Peckham, who noticed the unusual silence and lack of activity at the Moore household. Her suspicions grew when she found the doors locked and no response to her knocks. She summoned Ross Moore, Josiah's brother, who entered the home and stumbled upon the carnage within. The sight that greeted him was beyond the realm of the imaginable, a tableau of horror that would haunt him forever. News of the atrocity spread like wildfire, drawing law enforcement and curious townsfolk alike to the Moore residence. The investigation, however, was marred by the mishandling of the crime scene. In the days before modern forensic science, the house was trampled by countless feet and potential evidence was compromised. Despite these setbacks, investigators pieced together a chilling narrative. The axe, belonging to Josiah Moore, was found in the guest bedroom, ominously wiped clean but still bearing the stains of its gruesome use. Mirrors in the house were draped with cloth, as if to shield the killer from his own reflection. A plate of uneaten food and a bowl of bloody water were discovered, suggesting the murderer had lingered after committing the atrocity. Suspects were plentiful yet elusive. Among them was Frank Jones, a prominent Villisca resident and business rival of Josiah Moore. Rumors of a bitter feud fueled speculation, but concrete evidence was lacking. Another suspect, Reverend George Kelly, an eccentric and unstable preacher, confessed to the crime only to recant later. His mental state and erratic behavior cast doubt on his guilt, leading to acquittal in a subsequent trial. The years rolled on, and despite numerous theories and extensive investigations, The identity of the Villisca Axe murder remained an enigma. The house, now known as the Villisca Axe Murder House, stands as a silent witness to the horrors that transpired within its walls. It has become a magnet for the curious and the brave, drawing paranormal investigators and thrill seekers who report strange phenomena, footsteps, voices, and the eerie presence of those who met their end in that house of horrors. And so, the legend of the Villisca Axe murder endures, a grim reminder of the darkness that can reside within the human soul. What compels a person to commit such acts of unspeakable violence? Is it madness, revenge, or something more sinister? We may never know the answers, but the questions continue to haunt us, as do the restless spirits of Villisca. Thank you, dear viewers, for joining me on this journey into one of America's most infamous unsolved mysteries. If you enjoyed this tale of terror, be sure to subscribe and join me again as we delve into the shadows and uncover more tales from the dark corners of history. Until next time, remember, sometimes the scariest monsters are not the ones that lurk under our beds, but those that walk among us in broad daylight.